RenderForest.com.
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Take a look at the Heat. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
Yeah, some of the fellas will say, this is just like any other game, but the truth is, nah, it isn't.
Boy, Chris, how much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense after a turnover? These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development, but again, the body language is a guy playing hard through his frustration. Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great teammate by encouraging guys? I'm passing to an open player for a better shot. And so those are the things that I look at. And then again, with the pace being at an all-time high, I think now is a new golden era of basketball where you can have so much more fun because you are no longer held to rules of not getting out at the shot clock, not getting on the fast break. Coaches are now encouraging this style, so the game to me is a lot more fun. So hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the 3 slot. First free throw is good.
Well, Kevin, look at Hoiberg's offense. Wide open, up-tempo. It's no wonder why the Bulls put up more shots than any other team in the league last season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Chris, with Hoiberg, we knew this is what we'd be seeing from him after watching his teams in college.
Oh, yeah, he likes players who can bring multiple aspects to the table. I mean, he wants to score early in the clock with little false action. He's known to have one of the deeper playbooks in the game.
Now, here's Markkanen. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Phoenix. Just 2 to shoot. From deep. Parker's shot is off. Outside Dragic. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Back to Johnson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
It's stolen by Dragic. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the other side reacts. They give up the easy points.
Now, here's Parker. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. And he gets the bucket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Dragic. Waiters passes to Richardson. Back to Waiters. Stolen by Markkanen. Parker against Richardson. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Parker. Dunn's got his first points in this one.
Love the mentality of Dunn. Looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Waiters no luck. Chicago trailing here. Dunn right side. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Markkanen. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Whiteside finds Dragic. Back to Whiteside. Carter with the block. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And boy, how they were able to come back in the fourth quarter of that game. Being down as much as they were made it a really special win.
Johnson, good. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Knocked loose. Passes it to Markkanen. Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. The Heat with the lead. To the paint. Stolen by Carter. Holiday looking over the floor. Tipped away. Now here's Dunn. Last game 26 points. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Waiters dishes to Dragic. Back to Waiters. This one for 3. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing. Those two things that he possesses.
Now, here's Richardson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Lays it up and banks it in. Bulls trail by 4.
And last season, the Bulls were very perimeter-oriented on both ends of the floor. Offensively, top 10 in threes. Defensively, dead last in block shots.
Now, here's Dunn. 5 points in the game. It's Parker outside, but they get it back. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Good on the three-point shot. Markkanen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the Bulls also had trouble last year getting to the foul line.
Well, it's because their primary scorers were largely jump shooters. I mean, very little back to the basket offense and not enough driving to make up for it.
Now, here's Dunn. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Markkanen kicks to Parker. Over Richardson. Parker's shot is off.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
Richardson the pass to Dragic. No good from outside. Now Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Done outside. Carter right side. Dunn up top. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Bulls trail by 3. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And this is why scouting is so important. You've got to be able to identify those role players who can complement what your team does.
Yeah, that was big-time production from the bench, especially on the offensive end.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Felicio's checked in for Carter. Portis comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Payne in for Dunn. Here's Felicio, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Portis. Pass to Felicio. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Parker inside. He's against Olynyk. And yes, it's good.
Anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me this is a fun night trying to slow down a team that's so smart and opportunistic. He said, look, we've scouted them, but this is the first time we've actually seen them this season. So it will be interesting to see if we can disrupt their offense and slow them down just a little bit. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
It's also going to be about rebounding, hitting the defensive boards hard and limiting them to one shot. But you got to finish it off.
Free throw good by Parker. You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first, and then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well, and you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
Winslow's shot is off.
Not easy to miss a clean-looking shot like that, but he manages to do it.
Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. And it's in there. Wade's got his second bucket.
You got to crowd Wade in the mid-range. I mean, his in-between game is straight filth.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Johnson. Payne with it. 8 points his last outing. Shoots over Olynyk. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Heat. Number 5, the Bulls.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end.
Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And good that time. And now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Payne. And there's the pass to Felicio. Stolen by Winslow. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Jabari Parker. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Averaging about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Now here's Payne. He kicks to Parker. Pass to Valentine. Here's Felicio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And checking out Chicago, a half game back.
And I think for Miami, they've stayed right there just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
.129 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson kicks to Winslow. 6 to shoot.
Have to commend the hustle. When Portis works hard like this, it motivates everyone else to do the same.
Here's Payne, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Payne hits them both. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Wade kicks to Johnson. To the inside. Out to Wade. Clock at 6. Shoots over Portis. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Passes to Parker. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here is Johnson. Wade outside. Over Valentine. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Heat out front, up by 1. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Winslow is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Magruder in at the 3. The first free throw is good. C-Webb, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, What are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Wow. Who's on my team in the corner? What shooters in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. Now, here's Valentine. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Pass to Portis. Bulls moving the ball around. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Parker, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Heat leading by 3. Ellington kicks to Winslow. And the pass to Johnson. Back to Winslow. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Winslow's got his first bucket in this one.
You can't find much better shot than that.
Pass to Parker. Back to Payne. Felicio, the pass to Parker. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Ellington inside the three-point line. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Heat lead by 5. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Dunn comes in for Parker. Heat also with a sub. Goran Dragic is checked in for Tyler Johnson. Now here's Markkanen. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Portis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Ellington, guarded closer. No good from Dragic. Against Dragic. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And this is the muscle you want to see. Markkanen showing signs of adding strength over time.
And Lauri Markkanen, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And Justin Holiday is subbed in for Payne. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Justice Winslow. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Markkanen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie grade.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Heat.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Now Dunn. He has 5. Kicks to Carter. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Passes it to Markkanen. Oh, trying for it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Bounce pass, Dragic. Here's Magruder. It's tipped. Outside Holiday. Hits it from three-point range. Holiday's got 5.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Dragic finds Whiteside. Back to Dragic. To the middle. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to Dunn. Back to Holiday. There's the pass to Dunn. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Heat.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that he'll hear about that shot during the next time out.
Now here's Ellington. Out left to the wing. Here's Magruder. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Magruder's got his first points of the night.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you. And also, you can use your handles and your quickness.
Now, here's Whiteside. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Now Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Down against Dragic. Holiday left side. Over Johnson. And the Bulls with another miss. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Miami. For 3, Ellington. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Miami with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Johnson. Markkanen pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Josh Richardson's checked in for Rodney Magruder. And it's Waiters in for Wayne Ellington. Heat on D. It's a 3-point game. Markkanen kicks to Valentine. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. Misses off the right iron. The Heat have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Dunn dishes to Holiday. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Holiday's got 9.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Dunn against Dragic. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Goran Dragic.
How about the point guard position? A lot like the quarterback. You need a team to put the ball in your hands and trust you to run the show, especially down the stretch. Last season, the Bulls handed Chris Dunn the keys. He seized the opportunity.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And Dunn, the 5th pick back in 2016, voted by his fellow draftees as the favorite to win Rookie of the Year. But, Chris, it took until year 2 in Chicago for him to break through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this game is all about getting better, finding the right situation. He still has to become a little more efficient as a player, cut down on his turnovers, improve his shot-making abilities a little bit, but he's delivering on his potential as a two-way player.
Now, here's Wade. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Waiters against Holiday. Waiters passes to Whiteside. Over Holiday. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Chicago calls timeout. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. 5th is Wendell Carter.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
To the inside. Valentine kicks to Holiday. Passes it to Markkanen. Shoots over Olynyk. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 3. Wade outside. The dish to Waiters. Pass to Whiteside. In the corner, it's Richardson. A baseline J. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. The Heat shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bobby Portis comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Parker subbed in for Denzel Valentine. That one drops. He ties it up. Now, here's Dunn. He has 7. Parker outside. And the dunk by Parker.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
And that's a play they'll run over and over, fellas, as long as it keeps working.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. And stolen by Richardson. Holiday against Wade. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I mean, I don't think most fans can understand the experience and leadership that Wade gives to his team and how huge it is. He's a fantastic player who commands respect.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gentlemen, two shots. Move shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by one. Some changes for Chicago. Felicia's checked in for Carter, and it's Payne in for Dunn. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Josh Richardson. And he can't hit the second.
How about Portis, a draft day steal in 2015? The 22nd pick. Now look, he's got size, skill, no fear. He brings the confidence and the toughness that we love to see.
Yes, that goes in. 16 points for Parker.
Well, he's been the safety valve for them on every possession. So dependent.
Wade finds Waiters. Pass to Winslow. Clock at 4. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Wade, no good off the back of the rim.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Can't fault him for taking the three when he's that wide open. You can't pass that shot up.
Johnson against Parker for 3. Olynyk sinks the triple. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Payne passes to Portis. Wade against Holiday. Parker inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Adebayo is checked in for Dion Waiters. And Parker drops them both. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Johnson with it. Pass to Wade. Over Holiday. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
He gets the shot he was looking for and he just can't bury it.
And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen for Chicago. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, which end of the floor is most important in terms of change?
Well, on both ends. Decision-making offensively with the turnovers, got him out in the open court, got him some easy ones, and we have to settle into our game defensively, try to disrupt them a little bit. It's been way too easy for us.
We'll see if you can get your fingerprints on this game. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. It was a big-time first quarter from Jabari Parker. He had 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half the shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Jabari Parker has been exceptional here today, guys.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Oh, yeah, especially how he established great positioning, showing some nice footwork, and really read how the defense was playing.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Bulls. Parker and Markkanen, your small and power forwards. Dunn and Holiday team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center. Here is Carter after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Holiday dishes to Dunn. Clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's good, 2 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Now here is Holiday. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Heat.
Kevin, without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. 5 to shoot. Parker passes to Markkanen. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Dragic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
First free throw is good. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And Holiday kicks to Carter. They get a hand on it. Back to Holiday. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Holiday's got 11 points. Miami trailing. Waiters finds Richardson. Back to Waiters. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Heat have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Waiters. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Down against Dragic. Markkanen passes to Parker. That's tipped. 4 on the clock. Here's Carter, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
It's a close game here in Chicago. Waiters surveying the D. Dragic against Carter.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Johnson. He's averaging 10 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Down against Johnson. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, good. Markkanen's got 4 this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
The Bulls traded away a superstar in Jimmy Butler, but in return, among other assets, the number 7 pick, which Chris turned out to be Markkanen.
Well, listen, Markkanen is one of my favorite players. He can become a star in his own right. He's a 7-footer that can stretch the floor, but he'll bang on you inside, fearless. You like this kid's game. It's almost like he's from Detroit or something.
And he can't get the first one. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Chicago leading. Parker outside, kicks it to Markkanen. Back to Parker. Over Richardson. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Markkanen. 23 points for Jabari Parker.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Richardson against Parker. Here's Richardson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Heat making a change here. Ellington's checked in. Two on the clock. Here's Dragic. Markkanen pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 3. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Richardson up top, covered by Parker. Nuggets looking it over for the 3. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Now, here's Dunn over Richardson. Dunn misses.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Dragic to stop the drought. Carter with the block. Here's Parker. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
And this is what teammates expect from their point guards. Dunn, I mean, pacing the offense well there.
Now, here's Ellington.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
No good on the free throw. And the Bulls making a change here. Portis is checked in. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for James Johnson. And Rodney Magruder's subbed in for Josh Richardson. And the second free throw, good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point lead. Parker outside. Drains the three-pointer. Parker's got 30.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Here's Dragic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Hassan Whiteside. First in rebounding, first in field goal percentage. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. And the first one at the line is good. Payne, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And Miami with a change here, too. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Whiteside. Both free throws good from Dragic. Chicago leading by 7. Payne kicks to Markkanen. Here's Parker, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Parker's got 32 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Markkanen against Dragic. That shot off.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, the truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Down low, here's Magruder. Excellent D there from Parker.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. As a matter of fact, I know he did.
Portis finds Payne. Back to Portis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots a 3. That one doesn't go. And it's Miami the other way. It's Dragic with the drive. Good work there as it goes. Dragic has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Payne passes to Parker. Elbow shot is on the way. Misses off the left iron. The Heat trail by 7. Down low. There's Winslow, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Payne kicks to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here's Dragic. 12 points for him. The pass to Adebayo. Yep, that one goes. Adebayo's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Payne. Banked in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Well, it takes a lot of confidence and toughness to make that play.
Now here's Dragic. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. To the left side wing. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Markkanen. Goes up on the high post. It's deflected.
Oh, a step in the right direction. Markkanen must continue to make these kinds of efforts on defense.
Payne passes to Valentine. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris, you talk about basketball IQ, intangibles. Look no further than Denzel Valentine.
Oh, yeah, he's a playmaker, a shooter. And he's one of the silkiest teardrop floaters in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. And then for Miami, Olynyk, he's checked in for Rodney Magruder. Dwayne Wade comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Wade. Sweet little floater. Wade's got 7.
Look at the shifty nature of Wade's game. I mean, it's just terrific. You know he loves catching the D by surprise with that little.
Baseline try. Parker's shot is off. The Heat trail by 7. On the wing, Winslow. He averages about 5 points a game. Johnson surveying the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The first free throw is good. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Holiday finds Parker. Outside Portis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And that's now 6 points for Bobby Portis. The Heat trail by 8. Johnson, the pass to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Wade feeling it out a bit. Olynyk has the open look, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Now, here's Parker. He's got 34. 6 to shoot from the high post. Rebound by Olynyk. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Johnson kicks to Adebayo. He dishes it to Johnson. Passes it to Olynyk. Wade against Holiday. A 3-ball. They get the rebound. In the corner, Winslow with it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Count the basket. Now just a 3-point Chicago lead.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
That's a 2 from Parker. Misses there. And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth, Johnson and Wade are the 1 and the 2. Deion Waiters is out there with Adebayo, and it's Olynyk in at the center filling out the middle. Portis finds Holiday. Lets it go. Bullseye! Holiday's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Chicago. The Heat trail by 5. Now Wade. Johnson outside. Olynyk trying to break loose. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Tuesday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The first one falls. Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for Jabari Parker. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Payne hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Wade left side. Dishes to Johnson. Shoots over Portis. Johnson can't hit. Chicago leading by 7. Inside. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Bulls making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Waiters up top, covered by Parker. Waiters passes to Wade. Lays it up and banks it in.
Wade is super efficient in the paint. He's clever at finding ways to score around the rim.
And Holiday kicks to Carter. Back to Holiday. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Holiday He's got 9 points now in just the second half.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Carter against Wade. Here's the floater. Good work defensively by Carter.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Now, here's Dunn. Out to Parker. Carter dishes to Dunn. Offline with his three.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Pass to Olynyk. Waiters finds Wade. Over Holiday. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Over in the corner, Portis. Back to Dunn. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Decent at catching it in from the mid-range. I mean, it's obvious that Dunn wants to improve his jumper.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Dwayne Wade. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Richardson the pass to Whiteside. Raiders on the wing. Clock at 6. Over Carter. The putback, and Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Portis. Stolen by Waiters. And then Waiters with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Dunn misses.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
Waiters against Holiday, and Waiters kicks to Dragic. Back to Waiters, 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 8. Dunn outside. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Outside Dragic, taken away by Holiday. And there's the pass to Parker. Johnson against Portis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And that's 36 points for Jabari Parker.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Knocked away. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Dunn picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's off on the first.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Portis. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, not too many complaints about that trip to the line. He's gotten them a lot of points up there tonight.
Dunn shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Dragic. Richardson finds Whiteside. Whiteside Dragic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his 5th personal foul. At the line lead, Goran Dragic. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Chicago leading by 10. Now here's Dunn. Parker outside. Over Richardson. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 16th rebound on the night. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Now here's Richardson. Whiteside, the pass to Waiters. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Double team on Holiday. And Markkanen throws it down.
Giving his height, Markkanen makes dunking look second nature. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Here's Waiters. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Holiday with the block.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Carter kicks to Parker. Dragic against Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Over Johnson. Dunn misses.
Off target with what's a pretty good look from mid-range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Miami, James Johnson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. He kicks it to Markkanen. Now the dish to Parker. Dunn outside. Pass to Carter. Holiday inside the line. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Johnson. Miami no good on that time either. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Cloak loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Wade, he's checked in for Miami. Dunn kicks to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Clock at 6. Parker dishes to Carter. And the Bulls with another miss. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Dwayne Wade. Bulls have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Carter against Whiteside. Parker outside. Knocks it loose.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown move. Even it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the game.
Carter against Richardson. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Bulls leading by 6. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Jabari Parker.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Passes it to Dunn. The kick out to Holiday. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wade with it. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
Look, Wade has made many big shots over his career. When his team needs a bucket, he steps to the plate.
Markkanen passes to Portis. Parker kicks to Portis. And here is Dunn. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Parker in the corner. And the Bulls with another miss.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And Dragic has it in the corner. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wade.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
Now here's Parker. Poked away. Here's Dunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Gaining more confidence in himself. Dunn takes and makes these shots. He goes a long way.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Oh, Whiteside in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Habit, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Dunn. It's good!
Guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Check in for Chicago. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Greg, this game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
Chicago calls timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Done against Dragic. Done outside to the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. Missed.
Doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Yeah, Greg, and don't forget about hustle and determination on the glass. I mean, that's what it's all about. He's setting a great example.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. for the win. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And it's Chicago to start out, so the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Richardson, the 2 wings. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. And it's Dragic in at the point.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead early. Parker outside. A floater. It's hauled in by the Heat.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Felicio, the pass to Parker. Parker double teamed to the middle. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Johnson against Parker. Wade, that's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Wade takes pride in overpowering the defense, especially when he's in close to the bucket.
Dunn up top. He's guarded by Dragic. The Heat have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop so far in overtime. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 19 points for Wade.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dunn kicks to Portis. Dunn passes to Felicio. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Waiters is checked in. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Dunn dishes to Holiday. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Such a powerful point guard. Even when you get aggressive with Dunn, he works through it.
One shot.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
And you can see Dunn fighting out what it means to be a leader, improving his confidence over time.
Here's Dragic. Got a hand on it. Dunn against Dragic. Dunn kicks to Parker. Knocked loose. Now here's Markkanen. He's guarded by Johnson. And there's the pass to Holiday. On deep. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Dragic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Waiters finds Whiteside. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Against Dragic. 5 on the clock. Here's Waiters. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Portis. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Oh, I mean, what a time to turn it over. I mean, if this game doesn't go their way, we're going to look back on that one.
Dragic against Dunn. Shoots from 14, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's 21 points for Goran Dragic. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Parker, and the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him. Just under 3.5 minutes played in the extra period here. The shot by Holiday, no good. Miami leading by 6. Waiters passes to Dragic. Top of the key jumper, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bulls. Dunn misses.
The movement and the shot selection are good there, but you can't hit them all.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Holiday.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we know some crazy stuff happens out there, but everything would have to go their way to finish this off.
Now here's Dragic. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Whiteside. To the paint, Waiters, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 36 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Outside Holiday. Here's Parker. Dunn left side. It's stolen by Dragic. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. The feed to Waiters. Holiday with the block. And he's able to get it back. For 3, Richardson. But they get it back.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Back to Waiters. Tries yet again. Good on the bucket.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it the...
VenderForest.com